So, ma'am, the things have changed a little bit, so I'm going to back up here. Now, do you understand that by entering a no contest plea, that is the same as accepting responsibility, even though you're not saying you're guilty? Do you understand that? Court next calls the people of the state of Michigan versus Rebecca Irene Mina. Anna? Sorry about that. This is case number 254741 SD, Appearances Counsel.
Words on behalf of the people.
And I'm Jeff Harrison. I'm here on behalf of Ms. Amanda. She has joined me at the table.
We are here for a final pre-trial. Is there any resolution in this matter?
There is.
There is, Your Honor. It's my understanding that the defendant will be pleading guilty to an count of involving here. In turn, the people will be dismissing count one operating law.
The director comports with my understanding as well.
Just a minute to get caught up here. Ms. Mena, have you heard what the attorneys have said the resolution in this case is?
I have not.
And is that how you wish to resolve it?
I do.
Will you please raise your right hand? You solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give in this matter will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yes.
So it's my understanding that you will be pleading guilty to an added count of operating while visibly impaired. That is a 93-day misdemeanor and or a fine of $300. In exchange for that, the people will be dismissing the charged offense of operating while intoxicated. That too is a 93-day misdemeanor, but the fines are different. They're $100 to $500, and they have different license sanctions to go along with that. Is that your understanding of the plea agreement?
Yes.
Back on November 7th of this year, were you on probation or parole?
No.
Were you on bond?
No.
Do you remember reading and signing the advice of rights form? It talked about your rights to an attorney and your rights to a trial.
I do.
Did you understand those rights?
Yes, I do.
Most importantly, do you understand that you have a right to a jury trial and that by entering a guilty plea today, you'll be giving up that right and won't have a trial of any kind?
Yes.
Do you understand that?
Yes.
Other than the plea agreement, has anybody promised you anything in order to get you to plea?
No.
Has anybody threatened you in any way?
No.
And is it your own free choice to plea today?
I'm sorry?
Is it your own free choice to plea today?
Yes.
Are counsel aware of any other promises, threats, or inducements not made part of the record?
No, Your Honor.
Nor are we.
Then, Ms. Mena, to the allegation that on or about November 7th, 2025 in Mesick in Wexford County, how do you plead to operating while visibly impaired? Guilty? I heard you say to Mr. Harrison something about a no contest. Is it your understanding that you're pleading guilty and no contest, or do you need a minute to talk with Mr. Harrison about that?
They're two different things. You want to discuss that? Okay.
All right, I'll give you a moment to talk about that.
I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. No, I want to make sure you know what you're doing. So
Yeah.
let's take a couple minutes, Mr. Harrison, and have you go talk with her.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor. It's okay.
No need to apologize. I need to make sure that you know what you're doing. So this is all part of the process. All right, we are back on the record in the people of the state of Michigan versus Rebecca Irene Mena. Mr. Harrison, where are we at?
She would seek to alter her plea and instead enter a plea of no contest with the agreement of the prosecutor. The rationale would be her level of intoxication does not permit her to recite an accurate factual basis.
And that level was
141.
141. All right. So, ma'am, the things have changed a little bit, so I'm going to back up here. Now, do you understand that by entering a no contest plea, that is the same as accepting responsibility, even though you're not saying you're guilty? Do you understand that? So what that means is by pleading no contest, you agree to accept the punishment as if you are guilty without saying that you're guilty. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Now, in order to accept a no contest plea, there's certain ways in which a court is required to do that for certain reasons. One is that you have a lack of memory, and what Mr. Harrison is saying is that you have a lack of sufficient memory of this event to be able to enter a guilty plea due to your level of intoxication. And Ms. Lawrence informs me that the level of intoxication was a 0.141. Do you in fact have a lack of memory of this situation?
Yes, there are moments, yeah.
Moments being, let me ask you, do you remember drinking?
I remember drinking.
Do you remember driving?
I don't remember getting from point A to point B.
Okay, all right. Now, do you also understand that in order to accept a no contest plea, I will be more than likely reviewing a police report, and it sounds like maybe a lab report, to determine whether or not there's enough of a factual basis to find you guilty, and I would be able to use those documents for sentencing purposes. Do you understand that? No, I'm asking you, do you understand that? Do you understand that I'll be reviewing a document to see whether or not there's a factual basis to find you guilty of operating while visibly impaired? And then whatever that police report says, I get to take as gospel when it comes time for sentencing purposes. Do you understand that?
I do understand that.
Do you have any questions for me about that?
I don't think so. Not right now. No.
Well, now's the time to ask if you have any.
I'm okay.
All right.
Thank you.
So you understand that you have the same rights that we've already talked about? Yes.
Yes,
And nobody's threatened you to take this plea,
correct.
and it's your own free choice to plead?
Yes.
Yes. And there are no other promises out there other than what the plea agreement was. Is that correct?
Correct.
All right. Then to the allegation that on or about November 7th, 2025, in the village of Mesek of Wexford County, how do you plead to operating while visibly impaired? I presume it's going to be no contest.
No contest.
All right. Ms. Lawrence, is there some exhibits for me to look at?
Yes.
Okay, I've been provided what's marked as plaintiff's exhibit number 1. That is a State of Michigan Department of State Police Forensic Science Division Laboratory Report number TX 25-16518. And plaintiff's exhibit number 2, that is a Michigan Department of State Police Incident Report number 071-0003685-25. Ms. Lawrence, are you moving for their admission?
Yes.
Any objection, Mr. Harrison?
Not once.
All right, give me a moment while I review these.
Sorry, Your Honor, what?
Just give me a minute while I
Oh,
review.
I'm sorry. I thought you'd asked me a question. Sorry.
All right, counsel, do you believe that exhibits 1 and 2 form a factual basis in which to find the defendant guilty of operating while visibly impaired and that the court rule has been complied with?
I do.
I do. Really.
as does a court in particular. I find that it'd be People's Exhibit number 2 makes out that troopers were called to Ellen's Corners for be on the lookout of a suspicious vehicle on November 7th, 2025. That would be in the village of Mesick. That was at approximately 21:01 hours. When they arrived, they find the car illegally parked with the vehicle running. They asked the defendant for her ID, and she gave her cell phone. She attempted to, well, she did light a lighter several times and blew it out, and then she attempted to light her key fob on fire and tried to light a cigarette with her credit card. Officers could smell the slight odor of intoxicants. However, she was slurring some of her words, and she attempted to walk away. The troopers grabbed her, and she struck the trooper with an open hand in the chest. She refused field sobriety tests, and eventually a blood draw was taken and came back in People's Exhibit number 1 as at a 0.141. I also find the interests of justice are well served in allowing the defendant to enter a no contest plea, given her testimony that she has a lack of memory due to her level of intoxication. As such, I find the defendant guilty of operating while visibly impaired. Pursuant to the plea agreement, the operating while intoxicated will be dismissed at the time of sentencing, which I'm assuming we can't do today, Mr. Harrison.
There is no substance use assessment to get that.
All right, so we will set this over for sentencing for a substance use assessment. Mr. Harrison, I'm not sure if you saw it, but we received a report from Community Corrections, so I want to make sure that that was on your desk. The report indicates that the defendant has done great while on bonds. The court will continue the bond as previously set, and we will set this over for a substance use assessment. Ma'am, just a reminder that your bond conditions continue. You can go out to the front window where you checked in and get your next court date.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Hey, thanks for watching. Please do let us know in the comments what you thought of this video. If you'd like to support what we do here, the best way to do it is to pick up some of our merch. You can find it at courtroomfiles.com.